Sometimes actors are celebrated during their long and illustrious careers. For those lucky ones, they can bask in the glow of the respect and admiration they're given from peers and those in the press and awards committees voting for them. But some actors aren't so lucky. They have the talent and skills to give award-winning performances, but unfortunately, they're only given a huge award after their death. It sometimes happens when an actor puts in many years of work and after they die, they're finally appreciated. Or it happens when an actor dies tragically young. In this video, we're taking a look at some of the actors who won big awards posthumously, aka after they died. Audrey Hepburn. Screen legend Audrey Hepburn had a career that spanned decades. She's still regarded as one of the premier actresses of her time. In 1990, she filmed a series of documentaries called Gardens of the World with Audrey Hepburn. And while Hepburn didn't actually die until January 21, 1993, the series was delayed in its release. So it wasn't made available for viewing until January 22nd of that year, one day after she died. But it was very well received and earned Hepburn an Emmy for Outstanding Individual Achievement. Although this wasn't the biggest award Hepburn had achieved, it was an important piece of allowing Audrey to become an EGOT winner. She was the 5th ever person to win a Tony, Oscar, Emmy, and Grammy. Alice Pearce. If you were a fan of the classic sitcom Bewitched, then you certainly know Alice Pearce's work. Her performance as Gladys Kravitz, the nosy and irritating neighbor to the primary couple, was lauded by fans and critics alike. But her first big award for her performance didn't come until 1966. She won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series that year. Unfortunately, Pearce had been battling ovarian cancer leading up to the awards. She passed away 2 months before they happened and was given a posthumous Emmy for her stellar work. Marion Lorne. Oddly enough, Alice Pearce wasn't the only actor to win a posthumous award for their work on Bewitched. Marion Lorne was a veteran actor who appeared as Aunt Clara. Sadly, she died in 1968, just 10 days before that year's Emmy ceremony took place. She won one for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Bewitched star Elizabeth Montgomery showed kindness in a tribute to Lorne when she appeared at the awards and accepted Lorne's statue on her behalf. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid Bergman was a legendary Swedish actress who was highly lauded in her time. She starred in American and European movies, perhaps most notably the all-time great film Casablanca. In all, she won 3 Oscars, 2 Emmys, and a Tony. The American Film Institute once ranked her as the 4th greatest ever female cinema star. Later in life, she starred in a biopic TV miniseries about former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir. The series was called A Woman Called Golda. Sadly, Bergman was fighting breast cancer even as she filmed the miniseries. In August of 1982, Bergman died from her bout with cancer. That same year, she was given an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or Movie. It capped off an incredible career. Raul Julia. Raul Julia was a daring and powerful actor who died far too young. He was a highly respected talent who tragically died in 1994 at age 44 after suffering from stomach issues that began after he had a stroke. He was born in Puerto Rico and after moving to the U.S. had an acting career that was constantly on the rise. He starred in things as varied as The Man of La Mancha on Broadway to The Addams Family movie. In 1994, Julia had a role in a TV movie called The Burning Season. Unfortunately, he became so sick while filming he briefly had to stop, but he was able to recover just enough to finish filming. Sadly, he then died in October of that year. In 1995, he was given a posthumous Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Miniseries or Special. Before we tell you more about actors who received big awards posthumously, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Sidney Howard. While not an actor, Sidney Howard certainly earned a spot on this list. He was the primary screenwriter of the epic movie Gone with the Wind. It was adapted from a book, and reportedly, the process of turning it into a screenplay was arduous and difficult. Producer David O. Selznick apparently was constantly inserting himself into the writing process, among other issues, but Howard persevered and finished the now famous script. Sadly, not long after completing it, he died of a terrible accident on a tractor. This was many months before the premiere of the movie, but he was awarded a posthumous Oscar at the 1940 awards, becoming the first person to ever receive one. Peter Finch. If you've ever seen the intense and powerful film Network, then you've likely admired Peter Finch's virtuoso performance. Born in Australia, Finch played a TV news anchor named Howard Beale, who famously gets fed up with the way of the world and goes a little nuts. The dark comedic satire was praised by audiences and critics alike, and it still holds up today. Finch was actually on tour promoting the movie when he suddenly collapsed and died of a heart attack. He was only 60. Unfortunately, he thus wasn't around to be handed his Oscar for Best Actor in 1977. The role also earned him a BAFTA award and a Golden Globe. Diana Hyland. Diana Hyland won the Emmy for Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actress in a Comedy or Drama Special in 1977 for her performance in the TV movie The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. She turned in an incredible performance opposite John Travolta. The two even started to date during production and continued for a short while afterward. But sadly, right after shooting ended, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. This was in early 1977, and by March of that year, she had passed away. Heath Ledger. Who can forget the incredible performance Heath Ledger turned in for The Dark Knight? His turn as the infamous Batman villain, the Joker, turned heads and redefined what it meant to play a comic book villain. Ledger reportedly went method in his preparation for the role, as well as during shooting, and didn't stop playing the character even when the cameras were off. It certainly paid off when it came to his performance. He gave an epic performance of the insane bad guy, wowing audiences and critics alike. Sadly, the Australian-born actor didn't live to receive his many accolades for the role. A few months after filming The Dark Knight, Ledger died of an accidental drug overdose. This sent shockwaves through the industry, as Ledger had attained A-list status and was beloved by millions. He won a posthumous Academy Award for Best Actor in 2009. Chadwick Boseman. The world was shocked by the passing of Chadwick Boseman in 2020. Boseman had secretly been fighting colon cancer for several years and yet had continued acting with fervor during that time. He never slowed down despite the disease ravaging his body. And in that period, he filmed his legendary part in the Black Panther movie, with appearances as Black Panther in other Marvel movies as well. He seemed to be in the prime of his career and expected to be an actor who turned in stellar performances for years. Sadly, this was cut short when he succumbed to cancer August 28, 2020, at age 43. Before he died, Boseman was in the Netflix film Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. At the 2021 Golden Globe Awards, Boseman won a posthumous award for Best Actor. Truly an acting legend taken from us far too soon. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these actors who won posthumous awards was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.